All right, one more. So if you have a very aggressive person and you really need to shut them down so that they can't hurt themselves, hurt other people, hurt you, one option is a rear control. So before we do how do you get to a rear control, let's just start with what the basics of the rear control are. So if I have somebody in front of me, I'm going to reach around, and this is basically like a bear hug. And with this, of course, we hope that the bad guys don't learn the really good way to do this, which is what we're going to do. But I should be able to control her fairly, in a very stable way, in a way that's very simple. So I'm going to come from behind her, and I'm going to reach around and clasp my hands together, right? So you can see basically thumb up, thumb down, reach around and grab my own fingers, and then from there I'm going to hide my thumbs. So if I have her in front of me, I reach around, clasp my hands here, hide my thumbs, and here I set myself so I'm low. You can see I've got, so let's say you've got a little distance between your legs. So let's say she's got some distance, like she wanted to walk away or something like that. I keep one leg inside, the hands are in this clasped position, and I've got my head below her head so that I can duck down. It's like I'm putting my ear, like I'm listening to her upper back. I have my head between her shoulders so that if she tries to hit me with her head, she can't get to my head. If she tries to kick, I've minimized exposure of my groin, and it's hard for her to get to my shin because I have this forward, but I have her one is back. So she really doesn't have a lot of access to hurt me, right? So again, without worrying about how you get there, if she's in front of me, I'm going to come from behind. I have one leg forward, it doesn't matter which one, so I'll put the other one forward. I reach around, one thumb up, one thumb down, grab my own fingers, hide my thumbs. That's because if I leave them out and she grabs them, she can pull my grip apart. If I hide this, it's very hard for her to do that. So she's going to have a tough time getting there. And I duck my head down, right? I got to get my center low, right? In some cases, like if you're much taller than the other person, there's no way you're going to be able to get down and still have your body close enough to control them. So if she's a little shorter, so bend your knees some. Let's say I'm taller than her. You can do the child's seatbelt hold where you come under one arm and across here and do the same sort of thing. And I'd have my head out of the way so that if she rears back, she's not going to be able to hit me. The thing that's dangerous would be if she goes up from there. I don't want to catch it in the chin, so just be aware that this is not a perfect position. But if it's not possible to get yourself low enough to get here, then this is a good option, right? So if you're about the same size as them, this rear control, boom, one leg forward, plant your head against the back of their shoulders, right? Another thing is that from here, this is a pretty solid position, and I can move her where I need to pretty easily because I'm in the back. If I need to, I can also turn and take her down, right, and be able to basically have somebody else transition into helping me or doing whatever we need to do this person and get help or get some way to subdue them in the meantime. So it's really useful for controlling one person that's very aggressive. All right. There's a number of different ways to get there. Really, any of them will work. But let's say, probably this person's going to be very escalated. So she's maybe flailing or punching or whatever. I brush aside, and I get into this position. Right? I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what she was going to do. But there's stuff in the way. You brush it past, control, get to this position, and then you're able to hold on and keep her from doing whatever she wants to do. Okay, so that's a rear control. Make sure you clasp the hands, hide the thumbs, one leg forward, get your head right on the back of their shoulders so you're not going to get headbutted.